Second half, they started out making a lot more shots. I was not pleased with what we were doing defensively, and it was a tie game in the second half for a while. We ended up outscoring them by 10, but I like our balance. We got 5 guys in double figures. We got 10 guys in double figures minutes with big guys. If you include Justin Jackson with Bryce and Kennedy and Joel, they had 13 of our 15 turnovers. We got to stop turning over. You got to set legal screens. We work all the time about not leading with your shoulder when you're turning to make, and so we had 3 offensive fouls. Can't turn the basketball over like that. The big guys can't do that. But rebounding, I thought was something. Kennedy had 7 rebounds in the first 10 minutes of the game and ended up with 10 and 9. But again, I thought it was a total team effort for us. We got a lot of good things from a lot of people. There's no question that Nate acted like the microwave out there for a while coming in and gave us a big lift in the first half.
There's something about different people giving you different things. 9 different guys had assists. I think 3 had 4. The kind of ball unit you'd like to see.
Yeah, and we're a good passing team. I mean, 21-15 on assist-air ratio, and you take Kennedy had 2 charging fouls. Bryce had a charging foul and an offensive foul and an illegal screen. Joel had an illegal screen. So that's a bunch of your turnovers right there. So if you do a better job with that part of it, it's really a great game assist-air ratio-wise. But at stretches, we were active defensively, not quite as active as we were the other night against Maryland, but at times we did some good things. And you have to be alert to teams that can shoot the ball as well as they do.
It seems like Nate has kind of taken the last couple games, the adjustment to his minutes, and with Marcus being back, he's giving you some positive things. How do you think he's handled that?
He really has. You know, he had started out the first, who knows, I don't know exactly what, but 3 or 4 games I thought he was sensational, and then he had a couple of games where he didn't play as well, and then the last 2 games I thought he's really played well. It's always my objective when I put a guy in a game for him to help the team, give us something positive. There's no question. I thought that Nate did that. We've been getting that from Isaiah and a couple other guys too. We didn't get it as much from Isaiah today, but we certainly got it from Nate.
What part of Nate's game or his approach to the game has improved the most from last year?
Well, you know, last year's the first year we changed him over from left to right hand. And I think that if you ask anybody on our team or Coach Davis or anyone, the 2 guys that worked the hardest on their shot in the offseason, Joel Berry and Nate Britt. And it shows up during the season. And but I think his assist-air ratio, let's see what he had today, 1-0. His assist-air ratio is better than it was last year too. So Nate and Joel and Marcus, all 3, by being able to rotate those guys, we have someone fresh that can pressure the ball out on the court a little bit, and I think that helps us too.
Jack Gibbs would have been on that Charlotte tape making everything that you watched.
14, made his first 14 shots.
What did you want to do against him?
Guard him. I mean, you know, it's guy makes 14, but you know, you look at the stats and talk to Bob about this because I don't try to coach their team, but he hadn't shot it extremely well the whole year except that game. He was 6 for 7 that game, and I think before that he was 6 for 25 from three-point line. And he was an emphasis for us, there's no question, because the guy makes 14 in a row, you better emphasize him. But again, I think everybody did a better job on the ball. We didn't have to help as much, so that leaves guys open for 3-point shots. But Gibbs and Sullivan and Peyton Aldridge, that's 3 guys who have made six threes either in the game against us or the game before us. I think Jake didn't make it. Brian and Peyton in the last couple of years have made 5 or 6 in the game against us. So they've got some big-time shooters. And fortunately today for us, they were 8 for 31.
Anybody else?
Anybody else?
Just how impressed were you with Nate's efficiency? You talked about him being a microwave off the bench, but you know how crucial was the fact that he just didn't miss in the first half, basically?
He did. He missed 1.
Just the one at the end. How impressed were you with the quick start?
He's been doing that for us. I mean, if you look at it, he's done a nice job for us. He can shoot the basketball, and guys who can shoot should shoot. Guys who can't shouldn't. And he's doing a nice job for us, but not just his shooting. I mean, I think defensively he's graded out better this year. Not that he was bad last year, but he's graded out better. His assist-air ratio is better. But you like a guy coming off the bench again that can add something.